So, there are two ways we are going to go about this video, and I think Lionel Hutz said it best.
But there's the truth and the truth. Let me show you.
So let's start with the truth. After the initial panic of the launch had subsided, Laika's breathing returned to normal, just like she was trained for. She ate her food and started to get used to the weightlessness of space. Sadly though, this was always going to be a one-way mission for Laika. The technology for a safe re-entry and landing of a rocket just hadn't been developed yet. The onboard batteries could only last for a week, so to ensure that she wouldn't suffer without being monitored, she would be put to sleep before the batteries died. On the 7th day of the mission, the feeding system served her food, but this time the portion was laced with sedatives to put this little lemon to sleep so she could slumber amongst the stars forever. Now this is the official history according to the press releases of the Soviet Party. If you are happy with this version of events, then skip to this time code. However, if you wish to hear the truth, keep watching. During the launch, or perhaps when the protective nose cone of the rocket was jettisoned, some of the thermal insulation tore away from the outside of the capsule, causing the temperature inside Laika's cabin to rise. There were further problems also, as the central sustainer of the R-7 rocket failed to separate, which caused the onboard temperature control system to malfunction. Almost 4.5 hours after takeoff, as Sputnik 2 entered its 4th orbit, Laika died from heat exhaustion. Her monitors continued to read the flat signals and relay the somber data back down to the very people who had put her into space. After 5 months, Sputnik 2 re-entered the Earth's atmosphere, burning up completely over the skies of New York and turning everything on board into stardust. 40 years on, and Oleg Kazensko, the scientist who trained and selected Laika for the mission, stated, "The more time passes, the more I am sorry about it. We did not learn enough from the mission to justify the death of the dog." While this is true of the mission itself, Laika was still a trailblazer. The Soviets continued to put dogs into space, but they had learned from their mistakes with Laika. From Sputnik 2 onwards, all missions involving dogs were return missions, with firmer measures put in place to ensure their safety. Thanks to Laika's sacrifice, we as humans could progress in our travels into space and eventually experience it for ourselves. Laika did not choose to go into space, but she didn't choose to be a stray either. There are many memorials to Laika across the world, most prominently in Russia. For example, there's a statue of her at Star City, where they train today's cosmonauts. There's another one at the military research facility where she was trained, and perhaps most fitting of all, she is part of a monument to the conquerors of space, which can be found in Moscow. Sleep well, Lemon Chick.